Okay, so welcome to my channel. I've kind of revamped it recently, a lot actually. So now this is like a music kind of a lifestyle channel instead of like full vlogs on my friends because I decided that I wanted to be the main focus for once in my life. If you guys don't know, my name is Justin. I'm a sophomore in college. I am 23 years old. I know that's bad. That doesn't really go together, sophomore in college, that well. But that's because I had to do the army in Singapore. We had to do the army. I could talk about my whole experience in the army another time, but just to let you know, it wasn't my favorite. But um, yeah, that's why I'm this old at this age. And I also had to transfer 1 year because this is my second college I'm in. My first college was in upstate New York, and now I'm in California, in the San Jose area. So yeah, that's my. I'm doing that right now, and I just started. It's literally the second day. I decided to kind of put back my video games a lot and make more videos because I feel like I'd be more happy with this out there. At the same time, it's a little bit scary because everyone's gonna judge you all the time, and especially in California, from what I've been told, a lot of fake people. I'm trying to put myself in a very vulnerable position right now, talking about my whole life and what things are bothering me, things I like, things I hate, which is very little. I really hate vegetables. But yeah, I guess I want to talk about things I am and what I'm not, just because I think it'd be interesting to get to know me. So I make a lot of content for a long time. I made videos on a long time. I've made so many fucking times, and still haven't hit my niche. I feel like this isn't even my niche. I love talking to the camera a lot, but I feel like I haven't really hit my niche. I just want to talk about my life, how weird my life is, because there are a lot of backgrounds that I haven't talked about. Like, if you guys don't know, I was probably you don't know, but I was almost born in the Philippines. My parents lived in the Philippines at the time, so I stayed in. They flew me back to Singapore to have me, and I was had in Singapore. Then I spent 2 years in the Philippines. Then I spent 6 years in Malaysia. Then I spent 2 years in Singapore. 2 years in Singapore. Then I went to Indonesia, and I lived in Indonesia for 8 years. Then I went back to Singapore for 2 years for the army. Then I spent 2 years in New York. Now I'm in California. that's my background. It was a lot. And it definitely has affected the way I've grown up and the way I've treated people. Because in my experience, I hold on to people as much as I can because I never know when the next time I leave. And it's horrible to feel that way. That every day, like the next person you see, you may not see them. Actually, I remember when COVID happened, I would talk to my friends, and then it was like all fine one day, and the next day my mom said we're going back to Singapore because of COVID, and then I never went back, and I haven't seen some of them since. It's been about 4 years, and I still haven't seen any of them since. I saw some of my good friends since, obviously. Lucky for me, that I got to travel, and they also traveled to me. I'm very fortunate that happened. I didn't get to see a lot. I still haven't seen a lot of my friends. Thank God the internet's a thing, so some of us keep in touch. But truth is, you don't really keep in touch that much after high school. To I think your main friends you do, but like you're like tier below that of friends, like really, like these are really, really good friends, your best friends, and they're like good friends. I kind of lost most contact with them. It's not to say that I have any bad beef with them, because I don't. It's just, life is just like that sometimes. You just let go of people. And in my life, you seem to let go of people a lot, which is, it's not fun, but you get used to it. So I moved again to here. And how do I think of it so far? It's only been 2 days in the semester. I have been here for a week in the international orientation. That was pretty fun. I mean, it was pretty chill also for the most part. Most of the international students are pretty chill. But the thing is, I am a lot older than most of them. In other words, I'm the oldest. And it feels really weird because I don't feel like I'm the oldest. But at the same time, I'm constantly told how fucking old I am. It doesn't make me feel great, but it's, honestly, it doesn't really matter to me. To me, it really doesn't matter, but I think it matters to more. I think the only reason it matters to me is what other people think of me, and that's what's a problem, because I feel like it's so weird to be around. Like, people think I'm so weird to be like 5 years older than them and hang around them like I'm their age, you know. But the truth is, I mean, this is the environment I grew up in, or environment I'm climated to. I don't know what the word is. I'm used to the environment I'm used to right now because I haven't really been out of this environment yet. And I still got 3 more years until I graduate. So yeah, I feel like that's why it's kind of weird and awkward. Like, you can't go up to girls and then see how. You can't go up to people Like, you can make friends with everyone, but if you're ever interested in a girl, there's a good chance they're about 5 years younger than you, which feels really fucking horrible. Like, because you're like, it just doesn't feel good. Like, I think the stigma about me being old has probably been like the creepiest for girls, just because I'm like put in the situation of being that old. Like, I should not be that old. It makes me feel pretty horrible in myself a lot. Like that, like I'm like kind of an outcast in a weird way. Like, people don't want to hang out with me because of this or this reason, because of my age, and it's like it feels a little bit shallow, but at the same time, I understand their perspective. Actually, this happened a lot in my old school as well. So my old school, I had so many bad memories there. I left, and now I'm here. I'm trying to have, like, you know, new memories, and I think I brought that baggage somewhat to myself here, even though no one really knows who I am yet. And I'm thinking of kinda just like making videos, staying in my dorm. And it's not exactly the greatest college experience right now, and I'm pretty sure, and I hope so, that it changes. But for right now, I feel very comfortable being alone in my dorm and making videos. It's because it's so intimidating to be like told, like judged on one thing that you are. Like, I have no control, and it's out of my control of what happened in my life. You know, I was born into that country, and I had to do 2 years. And it's really weird. But I hope that it doesn't affect me in the future. I know some people deal better than others. I'm just behind everyone, and I've always felt like I was never special. I just know that I'm like really fucking. I just feel really out of place. I hope that changes, and I'm still working on that. And that's like the main thing I want to talk about is my perspective on my life and where I am right now. It's really weird, but I think it's also really interesting. But in terms of music, I guess I want to talk about. In terms of music, I talk about it because I am kind of a music channel as well. I love a lot of types of music. I'm not really constrained to specifically one, but I'm just better at singing pop than I am at any other thing. I've dove into rap a little bit, but it's not really for me 100%. I love some Eminem, but I think everyone loves some Eminem. My favorite artist right now is Frank Ocean. Of all time, it's probably, like, considering all the eras, it's probably Bruno Mars, just because he's a force to be reckoned with. He's still making amazing songs, and I think that's why I followed him since like his Dupes and Hooligans album when he was like 2008. Yeah, so he's probably one of my favorites up there. Ed Sheeran, before he dropped Equals, was also one of my favorites. I still love the way he plays guitar. He's just a nice dude. I really like him. Other than like the new music he puts out, still like him as a person. Really great artist. Daniel Caesar, even though he's pretty problematic, he makes really good songs. Like, what you do, you have to separate the art from the artist. I mean, my best friend loves Drake, and he still listens to him openly and supports him. So, you know, to each their own at this point. But those are the songs I really like. I think my favorite song right now to go to, in terms of singing, I guess it's Keshi, Soft Spot. That's really good. I'm not a big ABG Bubba raver, but I do like Keshi. Just good R&B, and I like that a lot. So yeah. That's my musical inspirations, I guess. I probably will be doing more covers. I just need to figure out what time to do them, because I feel like right after I eat lunch, my voice becomes so croaky with all the food that just went through it, and it's just like, oh, it is disgusting. That's about it for this video. It was a short one, kinda. But yeah, I hope you guys kind of get to know me now. It's a lot of mixed feelings. I just kind of turn on the camera and start talking to it, like I'm yapping. But I feel like that's what the type of vibe I want to give. You know, I don't really want to give like a concise structure, because I feel like if I give a concise structure, then it's no longer a personal video. It's supposed to be YouTube, not a whatever. Like, I'm not a robot. I have things to want to talk about as a person. So yeah, hope you guys have a good one, and I can follow for more.